What's going on, schizos? I'm back with another video. Now, look, check this out, y'all. I'm sure you have all seen by now this giant meme. Now, I'm sure you have seen this video of the McDonald's CEO trying that new burger, the Big Arch. It went stupid viral, right? So if you haven't seen it, if you've been living under a rock or don't have social media or whatever, basically the McDonald's CEO gets in front of a camera anytime like some new shit drops in his company, and like he tries it live and on McDonald's his TikTok page, and he did this for their new release called the Big Arch, which is basically just a bigger burger with more bullshit inside. But people noticed how he was acting, right? Now, most people just thought that, oh, you know, he's just maybe a weird guy, or, you know, they started making jokes about it, like memes, like, oh, he doesn't even like his own food, you know, it looked weird. It looked weird. We're gonna go through the whole video, right? We're gonna go through the whole video. So if you haven't seen it, you're gonna see what I mean and what everybody's talking about. But it's actually much deeper than that. It's much deeper than that, like all things, right? There's a surface level, and then there's what's going on underneath, right? So we're gonna take a look at this guy. His name is Chris K, right? The CEO of McDonald's trying their new burger that just dropped. Let's check it out.
Chris K here with, you've heard about it, here it is, the Big Arch. This is something that we have tested already in Portugal, Germany, Canada. I love this product. It is so good.
We're gonna stop it right there, bro. We're gonna stop it right there. I love this product. I love this product. Who the hell calls food product? Product? When I think about product, I'm thinking of like industrial revolution, like industrial products, like, you know, warehouse products. When have you ever called food products? Oh, let me go to the grocery store and get some products. Hey, bro, let's go hit up Chick-fil-A and get their new product. Hell no, bro. That's a Freudian slip. Product? No, bro. That's weird. That's strike one.
This product, it is so good. I'm gonna do a tasting right now, but I'm gonna eat this for my lunch, just so you know. So here we go. First, holy cow. God, that is a big burger. We've got a very unique kind of sesame, poppy sort of bun on it. We've got 2 quarter-pound patties, a delicious Big Arch sauce, and of course some lettuce. So, oh, there's so much going on with this. First of all, let's try to get this thing, I don't even know how to attack it.
I don't even know how to attack it. Brother, what are you talking about? First of all, going through the whole entire burger, talking about some, oh, we have a bun-shaped bun here with poppy seeds, and the lettuce is green and too big. Like, brother, it's like he's never ever had a burger in his life. That's what it looks like, in all honesty. Right? Now, most people, when they watch this, they're like, oh, they just thought he was like a little weird or a little off, right? Some people watched it and was like, oh, he's probably just like filthy rich, and he probably does not eat this. Which, to those people, I'd say, you're right. He's filthy rich. He would never ever eat McDonald's, ever. He does not eat McDonald's on his lunch break. He does not eat McDonald's at all, right? But not in the way you think. Not because he's so rich that, you know, it's beneath him. I mean, he is so rich that it's beneath him, but not because, you know, he can get lobster and caviar whenever he wants. It's beneath him because he knows what's in that shit. He knows what's in that patty. You don't. You have no clue. He knows He's the CEO. He handles all the business. He handles all the contracts that they have. We'll get into all that shit later. But look at how when he goes to eat this shit. I want y'all to look at this.
Got so much to it. Oh, there's also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right, the moment of truth. That is so good. That's a big bite for a big...
A big bite, bro. A big bite. Oh, bro. That's a big bite. Y'all remember in SpongeBob when Squidward was like eating a Krabby Patty for the first time and he took that little ass nibble? That's exactly how that was, bro. That is not no big bite, brother. He knows what's in that burger. And if you knew what was in McDonald's and half of these fast food places, you wouldn't eat this shit either. We'll talk about that later. But he did not want to eat that shit, brother. He did not want to eat it.
Arch. It's distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger, but it also is unlike anything else on our menu. It's a delicious product. You know, you've got sort of the cheeses and the gooiness, but those crispy onions as well gives a nice texture. And of course, we've got the pickles. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch, but Big Arch, try it when you can get it.
Nah, brother. All right, let's go back because I'm gonna see if y'all noticed this. Now look at this, right here. Taking that little ass bite, right? So he takes the bite. Now look at his lip. Y'all see? Now look at that. He has some shit on his lip. All right, and I'm gonna press play, and watch what they do.
That is so good. That's a big
Look
bite.
Look at that. Y'all saw that? I'm gonna slow this down, and I want y'all to pay attention. I want y'all to pay attention after he takes this little ass bite. Look at this. Now, look at his lip. He has some whatever on his lip, like some of the burger on his lip. Now, pay attention. All right, I'm gonna unpause it and pay attention. Keep watching him. So he's chewing it right now.
That is so good.
It's gone. The next frame, there's nothing on his lip. They cut it. They got him chewing for like 0.2 seconds, then cut the clip. Brother, he didn't even swallow that shit! He didn't even eat it! He wouldn't even eat that little ass bite, right? And again, alright, I understand you might think it's probably because he's rich he doesn't eat it. No. It's so much darker. He knows what's inside that shit. He knows what it's made out of. They literally cut his shit.
That's a big bite for a big arch. It's distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger, but it also is unlike anything else on our menu. It's a delicious product. You know, you've got sort of the cheeses and the gooiness, but those crispy onions as well gives a nice texture. And of course, we've got the pickles. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch, but Big Arch, try it when you can get it.
Now look, man. Check me out. I'm gonna explain to you what's going on here. Yes, this guy is filthy rich, and you know, probably doesn't like the taste of McDonald's. Yes. But the reason he would not eat it is because he knows what's in it. Now, let's do some research. Now check this out, bro. McDonald's has contracts with over 10,000 hospitals across the United States. I think across the world, actually. McDonald's has contracts, some going as far back as 25 years of contracts with hospitals. Why the fuck does McDonald's have contracts with hospitals? And some of y'all might be like, oh, They might be setting up franchises in the hospitals. Have you ever went to a hospital and saw a McDonald's outlet in that shit? Are the people that are sick, that are getting this food, that are getting food? I've never been served McDonald's. I've never seen that on. I just see stale, like, weak ass Jello and stale turkey sandwiches that they give these sick people. I ain't see nobody rolling with no Big Macs. So why the fuck does McDonald's have over 10,000 different contracts with different hospitals across the world? Isn't that a little odd? That's a little strange, right? It gets worse. So look, check this out. There's about 1.5 billion cattle on Earth. 1.5 billion cows is what they've estimated. Okay, 1.5 billion cows. For reference, there's 8 billion people in the world, right? 8 billion people are in the world. They say there's around 1.5 billion cows, okay? Now, McDonald's says that they sell 6.5 million burgers a day. 6.5 million burgers a day, okay? Across the world, a day. There's not enough fucking cows on this earth and that's just McDonald's, right? There's not enough cows for that shit. That doesn't make sense. If there's 1.5 billion cattle, McDonald's, their franchise itself around the world sells 6.5 billion burgers a day, right? So what about the Arby's? What about the Sonics? What about the In-N-Outs? What about the hundreds and hundreds of other fast food restaurants that also sell 1 million to 2 million to however many million burgers a day? Now, what about all the grocery stores? All of the grocery stores, let's just even say around America itself, all the grocery stores in America always have ground beef, always have patties, frozen patties, always have it. They're always in stock. Always. There's not enough cows in the fucking world for that shit to be accurate, right? Somebody's lying. Somebody's not really getting 100% beef here. Are you following what I'm saying now? Are you following what I'm saying? McDonald's is not the only company that does this, by the way. But McDonald's does not use real meat. Y'all aren't eating real meat. Y'all haven't been eating real meat for a while. It wasn't always like this, but recently in the 2000s to now, y'all aren't eating real meat. Y'all are eating partially real meat, scraps of beef, scraps of cattle, mixed in with other things. Y'all are not eating real meat. It's when he says it, product, when he said the word product, he wasn't lying. That wasn't a oops, like that was a Freudian slip. He slipped up. That is a product. When you think of product, you think of like a factory, like a conveyor belt, like a physical item, like a product. That's a product. These shits are made in factories. These are made in factories. They mix some slaughtered cows, whatever they have, mix it with insects, crickets, and mealworms crushed up. Those are also in a lot of things, by the way. Snickers bars, candy bars, crushed up mealworms, crushed up crickets, and I really hate to say this shit, y'all. Human remains. Human remains are in that motherfucker too. There is partial human meat in McDonald's, brother. Everything I'm saying, by the way, is 100% not fact. It's not a fact. This is all a conspiracy theory. This is just me talking. This is not real at all. McDonald's uses 100% real meat. All right, so I don't want to get sued. This is 100% fake. This is just fiction. This is a fairy tale story I'm making up. Okay? So in this fairy tale story, this meat is all those things mixed together, combined with additives, preservatives, and chemicals that make it taste good, artificial flavors, and make it last long as hell. They freeze the fuck out of that shit, put it in a box, and ship it out to every single franchise. They can do this. The reason they do this is because they can't be killing all these cows. Like they don't have enough cows to do that. They would run out. They had to start substituting stuff. So they started combining shit. They've been doing this. Right? And they're not the only ones that do this, by the way. They're just one of the only ones that are stupid enough to have their CEO, who's clearly fucking dumb, try one of these shits on video and post it. You know, somebody who's not awake, you know, if you're not really a chosen one, if you don't have that third eye and you watch this video, you think it's a meme, like it's like we laugh, right? A lot of people are like laughing at that shit. You saw a bunch of the other restaurant people, like other CEOs, like tried to mock him, and like they tried to join in on the fun too, and they tried to, you know what I'm saying, to get publicity. And McDonald's doesn't care because now people are talking about it, and they know you niggas are still gonna eat that shit. They know that shit. They know you're still gonna eat it because you're addicted to it, because the chemicals that they put in there, the additives, the artificial flavors, the preservatives, all of that shit, the sodium dicarbonate, all of these chemicals that you could not read. If they took every single chemical, every single ingredient that they put in those 2 little patties that he took, and they printed that shit out, and I handed it to you, and you read that shit, I promise you, I would bet $10,000 of my money that you could not get through that entire list without getting to a word you don't know. You are eating chemicals that are under your sink. You are eating chemicals that we use to clean things. I know y'all seen like these ladies, and like they be having like, in fact, let me pull that shit up, bro. Alright, peep game, y'all, peep game. I don't know if y'all seen this video, but I'm sure you've seen a video similar to this. A woman 20 years ago bought a McDonald's patty. So let's just say, when was this uploaded? This video was uploaded in 2020. 2020. Right? So 20 years ago from 2020 was the 2000s. Right? So she bought a burger from McDonald's in the year 2000. It's 2026 right now, but she bought one in the year 2000. This is at 2020, 20 years later. All right, now check this out, y'all.
So you want to see my hamburger? It's in a box in my closet. This is the sack that it came in, and it was advertising a NASCAR race in 1996. So this dates the hamburger in its sack to 24 years old now. 2 French fries. Look like they maybe could have fallen under your seat a month or so ago. They've never rotted or decayed. The hamburger itself, the bread has never molded.
Brother. Do you understand what you're putting in your body? We're all guilty of it. I've eaten McDonald's before too. I've eaten a lot of McDonald's when I was a kid, right? I understand that. This is a fucking 20-year-old burger. What'd she say, 1996? 1997? 20 years. The paper that was used to fold it, to keep it, that's more decayed than the burger. You could go get a McDonald's burger, throw that shit on the ground outside. The flies wouldn't even eat that shit. That's crazy! That's crazy! The flies won't even eat this shit, y'all. But you will? Bugs won't even eat this shit. They won't eat this shit. If I go right now to my I have chicken. I have like whole chicken. Organic, real chicken that I got. If I take that shit and I throw it outside, an animal's gonna eat that shit. Whether it's ants, whether it's a raccoon, like an animal's gonna come and eat that shit. You could throw a fucking McDonald's burger, the ants won't touch it. Flies won't come around it. They can't even break that shit down. You're not eating real food. This is literal fake food. Food, a fucking patty, meat, cow meat, ground beef should legitimately go bad. Like, if you leave it out, like, in a day or so, like, should start smelling. If it's real. If it's, like, organic ground beef. Like, there's a distinct smell for that shit. A bun should be a bread, when I leave, like, real bread out, that shit gets stale. That shit, like, starts molding. The cheese, oh my god, like, if I don't even zip cheese back when I put that shit in the refrigerator, I go to the next time and I see fucking mold on that shit, I gotta throw it out. Because it's real food. This shit is not real food. Like, I know everybody was laughing, the CEO doesn't even like McDonald's. No, Nick, the CEO, it wasn't the CEO doesn't like McDonald's. It's the CEO knows what is in McDonald's. Yo, check this out, bro. Come on, bro. Perfectly preserved.
The meat has never rotted. It's never even broken. It's completely intact.
The paper's more decayed than the
24-year-old hamburger. Not sure what would happen if you ate it, though. So you want to see my hamburger?
That's fucking crazy.
I have no idea. Maybe it's turned to dust. There's the sack that it came in. That was the wrapper it was in. And that's disintegrating more than the hamburger is, probably. There it is. My gosh. It hasn't changed. The pickle's the only thing that's disintegrated. This is actually the receipt. I had to put it in plastic. It was just good.
The receipt is this. Look at the receipt. Look at the receipt. The receipt is fucked up. The receipt looks like that shit's a World War II letter. Like that shit's disintegrated. The burger is perfectly intact.
It'll be gone.
The burger.
Do you want to smell it?
That's usually a no from me.
That hamburger is 20 years old.
Yeah.
What's your reaction to seeing it like this?
Scary. I have no idea. Maybe it's turned to dust. There's the sack that...
McDonald's food doesn't rot, but why? If you leave one of their meals out for years, there won't be any mold. This is because McDonald's food contains a lot of chemicals. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh, thanks.
McDonald's food doesn't rot, but why? If you leave one of their meals out for years, there won't be any mold.
Yo, I'm gonna be like so dead ass when I'm telling you this, yo. I just want to first say again, this is all a fairy tale. This is all fate. None of this is real. I love McDonald's, and I would never, ever, don't sue me. I ain't got no money, nigga, so I mean, I don't know what you can do. I'm literally a broke-ass college student, so fuck it, whatever. But look, this shit's not, this shit in this story, in this fairy tale, it's not real food, okay? This is not real food, brother. I need y'all to wake up. Because all these chemicals, all these things that are in the burger, not only will it give you stomach problems, obesity, and cancer, it also messes with your third eye. All these GMOs and all these chemicals, this fluoride that's in our toothpaste, that's in our water, all of that shit fucks with your third eye. It makes it harder for you to be awake. It keeps you as a bot. It keeps you as an NPC, a non-playable character, a bot. And I mean that with no disrespect, guys. I mean that with no disrespect. I used to be a bot. Back in 2019, 2020, I was a bot. Probably up until like 2023, I was a bot. I didn't really know what was going on behind the scenes. I thought these two eyes and what I see and my perception of the world was the only thing that was happening, and that's just what I took as gospel. And I, didn't want to look into what people are doing behind the scenes or what's really going on, and I'm just gonna do what I'm supposed to do: go to work, get a job, pay my bills, go home, wake up, go to work, pay my bills, go home, wake up, pay my bills, go home, work. That's all I did. Right? I was a bot. I will never, ever eat McDonald's again. I haven't eaten McDonald's in years. However, now even doing this video, never again. No, nothing on the menu. It's not just their hamburgers, by the way. Their nuggets won't rot. If you leave the nuggets out, they like turn to rocks. But they don't rot. They don't like mold. They don't decompose. They just turn hard as shit. They just literally turn into weapons. When I was a kid, I did that. I went and got McDonald's. I remember this one time, like we got McDonald's and I didn't finish my nuggets and I left that shit out on the counter for like a couple days. And then I was like, oh shit, let me eat that shit again. I go in there and it's like just hard as it's just like a rock. And I was like, okay, and I didn't eat it. But there was no mold, and I didn't even put that shit in the fridge. I left that shit on the counter for like 4 days, and low-key forgot about that shit. It doesn't rot. It doesn't mold. It doesn't decompose. Because it's not food. What you're eating is not real. It's not real. In this story, in this fairy tale story that I'm making up right now, that has no facts whatsoever, nothing to back up my claims, and should not be taken seriously at all, is not meat. I just need y'all to be careful, man. I mean, y'all gotta wake up. Let's watch this shit one more time, though. Let's watch this one more time.
Chris K here with, you've heard about it, here it is, the Big Arch. This is something that we have tested already in Portugal, Germany, Canada. I love this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. So here we go.
First, I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. Not on camera, though. Fuck no, not on camera. But I'm going to eat this for my lunch, so you know that.
First, holy cow. God, that is a big burger. We've got a very unique kind of sesame poppy sort of bun on it. We've got 2 quarter-pound patties, a delicious Big Arch sauce.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It looked good. Like, it looks... Oh, my God. It looks good. I understand why people eat this. I get it. Like, that looks like it's real. It looks good. That shit looks good as hell. I low-key want a burger right now. But discernment... you can't, that's not a burger, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not real. It's a mirage, it's fake, it's fugazi, it's not real. It looks good though. I understand that trap and all those chemicals and all those preservatives and artificial flavors that they just inject into like all of their food in this fairy tale story. It does taste good. That's why they do it. Not only to preserve it, but to make it taste good. They want you chemically addicted to it. A lot of restaurants, a lot of food, even grocery stores are now doing it. Just go to your grocery store and just pick an item and just turn it over and actually read the ingredients. It's gonna sound like some shit that belongs in science class, because it is. In 2026, majority of our food is not made in a kitchen. It's not made in a farm. It's made in a lab. I need y'all to understand this. A majority of our food is not from a farm, is not made in a kitchen. It comes from a lab. They have scientists, they have like bio-scientists, like bio-food scientists. Like some scientists literally like all they do is like, their specialty is like making food out of a fucking bottle, making flavors out of different chemicals. That's how they stay employed. You're not eating real food. That's why you get so much of a dopamine rush. That's why it tastes so good. It's literally drugs, bro. They literally put drugs in this shit. They put drugs in this shit.
Us, and of course some lettuce. So, there's so much going on with this.
God.
First of all, let's try to get this thing. I don't even know how to attack it.
I don't even know how to attack it. Yo, that's so Illuminati, man. Shout out So, bro. Shout out So Illuminati, man. Dog. Yeah, buddy. I mean, people at his status, again, that's another thing. They don't eat burgers. They eat, how do I say this without getting banned? Little humans. If you're the chosen ones know what I'm saying. If you don't know what I'm saying or what I'm putting down, leave it, maybe you have some, go figure that out. But that's another reason that he doesn't really like that food. Not only does he know what's in it, but he's a multi-billionaire. He's probably used to eating with certain people in different circles with a different menu, if you know what I'm saying.
Got so much to it. Oh, there's also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right, the moment of truth. That is so good. That's a big bite for a big arch. It's distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger, but it also is unlike anything else on our menu. It's a delicious product. You've got sort of the cheeses and the gooiness.
He never swallowed
but those crispy onions as well gives a
that.
nice texture. And of course, we've got the pickles. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch, but Big Arch, try it when you can get it.
All right, man. I'm going to go ahead and end this shit. This is way longer than I intended this video to be. But again, guys, I need y'all to really understand me when I'm telling you this. The first thing you want to do, right? If you want to not be a bot or an NPC, or if you want to kind of see behind the veil, the first thing that you have to start with is your diet. That's the first thing you need to do in your life. The first thing you have to take control of, right? Before you do anything, even if you don't want to get into spirituality or you don't care about that shit, right? Even if you don't care about that, the first thing you need to do before you do anything else, you need to fix your diet. You cannot be eating this shit. It's literal cancer. It's literally fake. And this story is fake. And this imaginary world. Okay? You have to fix your diet. Nothing else moves if you can meditate all day, you can read up on spirituality, you could do everything, but if you're still sitting here paying for this shit, if you're still going to the drive-thru, getting this shit and eating this for dinner, nothing's gonna happen. You're not giving your body nutrients. You're not giving your body real food. Literally, that's your body doesn't even recognize it as real food. It just takes its calories, stores it in fat, tries to burn it off as much as it can, and doesn't know what to do with those chemicals or preservatives, and that just starts seeping into your blood and literally infecting you. The first thing you need to do before you do anything else in life is you need to control what you put in your mouth. You have to control what you put in your body before anything else moves. If you're eating this highly processed fake shit, you're gonna stay at that level, at that low level, low vibrational, low frequency level. You gotta control that shit. I know it looks good. I'm looking at that shit. That shit looks good. They do a good job. I'll give it to them. They do a good job with that shit. It looks good. I'm looking at that shit right now and I low-key want one. But then I'm thinking, that's not real food. You know what I'm saying? Just like porn. Looks great. It's not real sex. It's all fake. It's all fake. The dopamine's real. The chemical rush is real. The taste is real. But it's fake. You gotta stop putting fake shit in your body first before you can start unlocking this and that. But anyway, schizos, I'm gonna be out. Don't eat this shit. Don't eat this shit. And McDonald's is not the only company that does this, by the way. I'd say majority, if not all, major corporates, conglomerate entity, fast food chains have this shit. Do some form of this shit. So Please be careful what you're putting in your bodies. Again, like if you go to the grocery store, I urge you guys, just go to the grocery store, even if you don't buy anything. Just go to the grocery store and just go to the chip aisle and read the back and read what's in that shit. Read what's in that shit. Shouldn't be anything else in chips besides potatoes, some salt, you know, maybe a couple other things. The fucking ingredient list is longer than my hand. And that's not, it's for everything. The meats, the sweets, the chips, ice cream, everything. Even the healthy things, read the back of those because they're not as healthy as they advertise as they are. It's all a trap, bro. It's all a trap to keep you sick, tired, addicted, in a low vibrational state. Stay safe out there, man. Take care of yourselves. And I'm out. I don't even know how to attack it. I don't even know how to attack it.